this adventure, we're gonna make a magnetic vise for the mini mill. Okay, so here we are back to it. We got the soldering done. Got the SO cable installed. We got everything glued down. So now it's time to mix the epoxy. And hopefully it doesn't all leak out, because that would be a source of sheer displeasure and annoyance, as my favorite movie star once said. Anyway, I'll mix up the epoxy, I'll get it poured, and we'll be back. And we're back. Like I was saying earlier with all things Murphy, we fell victim to Murphy's Law. And of course, what I thought would have been enough epoxy to do the job turned out to be not enough epoxy to do the job. So a quick trip to the hobby store. We're back. And we're going to do this again. Mix up some more epoxy and see if it will fill our project. Hopefully this is going to be enough. If not, I bought an extra kit just in case. I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to get it poured. And we'll be back. Alright, day 2. We let the epoxy dry. And we've removed it from the backing plate. You can see through it because I didn't dye the epoxy like I've seen a lot of people do when they build this, because I think it's cool to be able to see the innards. But if I can figure out the camera angle, you can kind of see everything in there. Now, what I have to do is trim it down so that it's all flush. And I haven't yet figured out what implement of destruction I want to use for that purpose. So we'll be back. And we're back. This is after I used a reciprocating saw to cut the bulk of the material. And then I mounted it in my mini mill. Used a fly cutter to make a smooth surface. Only problem is my fly cutter decided it was time to come loose, and it dropped down in the collet, made a gouge. But nothing's ever perfect, right? So I'm waiting for the power supply to come in. It works off of a battery. You can see how when you apply some power to it, it will become a magnet. So we'll just have to see how well it works on the mill. When the power supply comes in, I'll come back and try to set it up on the mill, turn the power supply on, and see how well it holds some material. So we'll be back. Okay, so we're going to finish this thing up. I've got the power supply connected. We've got the magnet sitting on the mill table. Let's see if we can remove some material from this piece of flat bar. The good thing about this, I don't have to use a vacuum to catch the chips, because a magnet catches it. So here we go. Right, so there you have it. A little scrap piece of iron. And when you unplug the power supply, it comes right off. Alright, on to the next adventure. In this adventure, we're gonna make a magnetic vise for the mini mill, making it out of two microwave oven transformers that I scavenged. It should be kind of fun.